Hey everyone, welcome back. You ever get that like totally overwhelmed feeling? Just like too many choices.
Oh yeah, definitely. Happens to the best of us, I think.
Yeah, like even just like what to have for dinner. Forget the big life stuff.
Right, exactly. And it's funny because today we're actually diving into that, like head on. We're looking at this book, Organize Your Decisions.
Ooh, sounds promising already.
It is. It's all about, well, obviously organizing decisions, but more like having a system, so you don't get stuck in that overwhelm.
So less about making the right choice, more about having a process to get there.
You got it. And the book digs into these things called decision frameworks, which are like structured ways to look at your choices.
Okay, so like a mental toolkit to break things down.
Exactly. And it's not just one size fits all, right? There's frameworks for like time management, for big problems, for even figuring out, risks and stuff.
That makes a lot of sense. So we're not just going with our gut all the time.
Well, sometimes gut feeling is good, but the book points out how we have all these biases.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like when they talk about is anchoring, it's where you fixate on the first bit of info you get, even if it's totally irrelevant.
Oh my God, that's me with sale prices. If I see something crazy expensive first, everything else looks cheap.
That's exactly it.
hmm
But a framework makes you look at more like wider perspective.
I'm already seeing how this could be helpful. So, like, with my to-do list, which is a mile long, is there a framework for that?
Actually, there's a great one in the book for that. You start by literally writing down every single task you can think of.
Okay, so getting it out of my head, step one.
Right. Then you rank them by two things, urgency and importance.
And that's where I always struggle. Like, what's really urgent?
Well, the framework has this cool trick. You ask, what's the worst that happens if I don't do it?
Oh, so like consequences makes you think differently.
Totally. And lastly, you guess how long each task will actually take so you don't overcommit.
So it's realistic too, not just like blindly checking boxes.
Yep. And what's cool is the book shows how this same idea can work for huge e-decisions. Like what?
They use the example of a career change, which is massive, right? But a framework can help you analyze your values, skills, the whole picture.
Take some of the stress out, maybe.
For sure. It's more logical, less emotional.
So anyone listening, think about where you're struggling with choices. Could a framework help you there?
And to take it further, imagine making your own WN framework for your specific problem. What would that look like?
Ooh, that's a good challenge. Like we have the power to make these systems for ourselves.
Exactly. Maybe we'll all come up with the next big decision-making breakthrough.
I love that. Well, thanks for diving deep with us today. Until next time.